the training program. Okay, great. So like we mentioned, the last part of the training would be, taking a look at the integrations that Zoho Books has to offer. So let me quickly start sharing my screen, and then we can proceed with, taking a look at what are the integrations that we have. So firstly, in order to access the integrations that Zoho Books has, head on to settings and then scroll down a little bit. And here you will have a separate section called integration and marketplaces. Okay, so let's start with shipping. And I think I've covered this during the part of sales order itself, but I will take you through shipping integration one more time. So if you scroll down at the very end, you will be able to see the marketplace extensions listed under the shipping channel. Right now for India, we have only Vama Ship extension that will be able to provide you with all of the shipping integrations that you are looking for. And we support all, Vama Ship supports all major Indian carriers. For example, India Post, Delhivery, FedEx, eCart, Expressbees, BBC, and a lot more. Okay, so what you'll have to do is you'll have to click on Setup Now and download and install this particular plugin. And this is developed by one of our developers. Okay. And extension, just now Ananya would have given you an overview on what it is. So using this particular extension, what you can do is for any sales order that you try to create within Zoho Books, when creating a package and then following that, you have the option to create a shipment, right? So if you're using India Post, for example, right? What you can do is you can generate the shipping label directly from within Zoho inventory. If not for these kind of integrations, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go to India Post again in order to create this shipment, right? So again, you'll have to enter the customer information, the to address. What is the customer name? What is the customer address? And then what does the parcel contain? What is the weight of the parcel? Everything has to be entered in the India Post portal. But since all of this information is already available in the sales order, what you can do is leverage this integration that we have with Vama Ship and use this integration to print the shipping label directly from within Zoho Books itself. And one other thing is, there might be small carriers that you are working with, or certain carriers might not be listed under Vama Ship. For those kind of people, even though we don't support the shipping label generation, you can still do shipment tracking using the after ship integration. And one important fact that you'll have to take a note of is after ship is given free as a part of the Zoho Book subscription, right? So if you're paying for the Zoho Book service, after ship is also included in that, and you will be able to do a set number of shipment trackings using this particular integration. So what you can do is you can create a manual shipment because the carrier shipment is not there in Zoho inventory. What you can do is you can create a manual shipment, but post which using this after ship integration, you can enter the tracking number, which will give you the status updates like out for delivery, in transit, delivered. These kind of status updates will happen automatically if after ship is integrated with Zoho Books. Another important integration is shopping cart and e-commerce. So if a business that you're consulting for has online sales, they're selling on multiple online sales channels, then usually we recommend you to take Zoho inventory subscription, but in the Zoho Books Elite plan, Zoho inventory's functionalities are included. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to firstly integrate the Zoho Commerce and whatever sales channel that is being used by the business, they'll have to integrate the respective sales channel with Zoho Books, and all the orders from these platforms will come into Zoho Books. Now, there is shopping cart and e-commerce. We need to understand the difference between both shopping cart and e-commerce. Shopping cart is basically a website with the checkout functionality, right? You can add to cart and check out from there. So it's basically a site builder. You know that one of the major players in this industry is Shopify. So Shopify has a direct integration. And we also have our own in-house, shopping cart, which is called as Zoho Commerce. Whereas in the other hand, e-commerce is basically a platform. It is a website that is generic, and anybody can go host their products online and start selling. So Amazon is a wonderful example. Etsy is not very prevalent in India, but this is something that is up and coming in India, right? But in other parts of the world, Etsy is very, very popular. It is basically for handmade products. If you're, somebody who makes handicraft items and you want to sell them online, you can even sell it on Amazon, but Etsy is a niche market, right? So that is shopping cart and e-commerce. In shopping cart itself, we do support other shopping cart integrations as well through third-party connectors. For instance, Magento, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, these kind of shopping carts we are supporting through CED Commerce as an integrator. Okay, so this is what we need to know about online sales channels that have an integration with Zoho Books. But I'll also quickly give you an overview as to how it will work, right? So whenever you integrate a marketplace with Zoho Inventory or Zoho Books, all the products from the marketplace will come into the Zoho Inventory or Zoho Books application, right? If the product is already existing within Zoho Inventory or Zoho Books, the product will be mapped with the respective items. For this, we have a set of preferences that can be set up. And then stock will be actually pushed from Zoho to the marketplace. Because Zoho will act as the inventory master, stock will be pushed from Zoho to the marketplace. And as and when there is an order, the order will come into Zoho. When the order is coming into Zoho, the first thing that we are going to check is if the customer contact already exists. And this is being checked by using the email address of the customer. If the customer contact does not exist, the customer is first created, and then your sales order is pulled into Zoho. And once it is here, you can either create the shipment from Zoho or from the marketplace. It is synced both ways. Only the shipment details will be synced both ways. This is something that you'll have to have a basic understanding of in order to consult for the businesses that are approaching you. Next, we also have EDI. EDI is not very prevalent in India, right? But EDI integration, what it does is that it takes information from a system and transfers it to a different system. This is what we do using APIs as well. APIs is a modern way of transferring data from one application to another application. This is a legacy, way of doing it. So through this EDI service providers, we have 3 EDI service providers that we have working with Zoho Books. One is SPS Commerce, another is a Crossfire EDI, and then we have B2B Gateway. So if you want to take data from Zoho Books or Zoho Inventory and transfer it to another application, you can resort to EDI. Then we have SMS integration. We have Twilio, which can trigger SMS from Zoho Books or Zoho Inventory and send out SMSs to your customers. But one thing to note here is we also have our own inbuilt SMS service, that is Zoho Books' own SMS service. What you can do is, this is the SMS integration or SMS service that I'm talking about. What you can do is you can buy credits. As you can see here, 300 SMS units you can buy for 75 rupees. This is available as an add-on. Once you buy this credits, what you can do is you can directly send out notifications from within Zoho Books itself. You don't need to rely on a third-party integration. But if you are already using Twilio or you prefer to use Twilio integration is also available for us. Next, we have the Zoho apps that Zoho Books integrates with. Zoho CRM is the flagship product of Zoho's. Basically it's your customer relationship management tool. And what happens is that once you integrate Zoho Books with Zoho CRM, firstly, your customer contacts will be in sync. Your vendor contacts will be in sync, and your product details. Once these 3 data are synced between Zoho CRM and Zoho Books, you get an additional option called, you get an additional option to configure transaction sync also between Zoho CRM and Zoho Books. If this option is configured, what happens is that whatever data or whatever transaction that you create within Zoho Books will also be available under Zoho CRM, but this will be available under a specific option called Zoho Finance. This tab will appear only if the transaction sync is enabled. So Zoho CRM, a lot of enterprise users will definitely resort to this integration. So you can connect and explore this integration and come back to us if you have any questions. Begin is actually a mini version of the Zoho CRM. Zoho CRM is a very powerful tool. Startups or smaller companies might not need all the capabilities or functionalities of a Zoho CRM application. So we also created a Begin application where they can maintain simplified CRM. And Zoho Projects also has an integration with Zoho Books. We already took a look at how timesheets and projects works within Zoho Books itself, right? But if you need advanced tracking of a particular project, like subtasks, who's responsible for what task, how much time did it take, how much time is estimated, all that information has to be captured, then Zoho Projects is the right application, and that also has an integration with Zoho Books. Zoho People again is for managing all your employees, it is also an attendance tracking app. So what it does is that it will take all the information. This integration allows you to take all the information from Zoho People and accordingly process the payments for your employees. And we also have the payroll section. That will be the last part of today's training. The payroll part will be covered as soon as I am done with integrations. Then we also have Sales IQ integration. Sales IQ is a part of your customer support suite. What businesses can do is, if they have this integration, they can allow customers to initiate live chat with the business. So this is an option that we are seeing in a lot of websites these days, be it a food ordering app like Swiggy or Zomato, or, a website like, RDKLU or any other website that is very popular. You can directly initiate a chat with the team. And we also have Zoho Billing. If you are a part of Zoho for a long time, Zoho Subscriptions has now been renamed as Zoho Billing, right? So any account receivables part of the transaction, invoices, subscription, projects, timesheets, all of these things will be included in Zoho Billing, and that definitely has an integration with Zoho Books. And then Zoho Inventory. Zoho Inventory and Zoho Books has a seamless integration. Like when I started my session yesterday, I mentioned that most of the modules will look almost the same between Zoho Books and Zoho Inventory. Combined, both applications combined, it is a very, very powerful tool, and that's what we offer as an elite plan of Zoho Books to you. And Zoho Expenses for your employee expense management. What it does is that, on a daily basis, if you have a large sales team, a lot of people are traveling in the company, what they can do is all the expenses that they incur during their day-to-day activities, they can quickly scan and upload all of these expenses, and the reimbursement part can be taken care by your finance team. And also this has travel management inbuilt. So if your team wants to travel to any city within India, or they want to do an abroad travel, you have your own travel team also, travel desk team also available in the company. Then what you can do is you can raise a travel request. Your travel desk team will take care of the ticket booking, hotel booking, and everything. That could be managed entirely within Zoho Expense. Zoho Analytics, I quickly touched upon this when we were discussing reports. But this is an application with powerful business intelligence capability. Basically, it can take data from any data source, and you can build beautiful dashboards and reports using Zoho Analytics. Zoho Click is actually a chat application, right? If you have this Zoho Click integration enabled, basically what you can do is for any of the transactions that you create within Zoho Books, you can initiate a chat conversation. Say, for example, I'm a sales representative. What I do is I create a sales order within Zoho Books. Now I want an approval from my manager, or I want a specific discount that I want an approval for. What I can do is I can initiate a chat conversation for that particular sales order with my manager, and then get, give him all the information for approval. So Zoho Click, apart from being just a chat application, when you integrate it with Zoho Books, it gives a lot more capabilities. Zoho Desk is again a part of your customer support, journey. Basically, your customers can send you an email. The simplest way to explain Zoho Desk is it's a shared inbox. Your customer support team, they have a shared inbox. All the emails will be landing into this particular portal, and you can respond to all of the emails. Zoho Mail also has an integration with Zoho Books. We also have Zoho Campaigns as a part of marketing, and also Zoho Notebook. These are the Zoho tools that we have an integration, native integration with, Zoho Books. Next, sorry. Right. Other apps integration include Slack. Slack, as we all know, it's again a chat application. All your in-app requests, in-app notifications could be pushed as a notification into Slack. We have Zapier integration. Zapier again is a very, very powerful system that allows you to integrate with a lot of applications listed in Zapier. So Zapier is again another beautiful integration that Zoho Books has. And we also have Google Workspace and Office 365 integration for your contacts and other information sync. And then we also have Uber for Business. This is a very, very nice integration to have. Again, if you have a large sales team who does travel on a day-to-day basis, what will happen is that your, sales representatives who are doing a lot of travel, on behalf of the company, they can basically do the travel, and automatically whatever amount was incurred, Uber will be able to push it into Zoho Books, and you can clear the payment later. And we have a separate section called as Marketplace, where all the extensions that are developed by our partners or developed by Zoho itself will be listed here. Okay, so as a partner, you have a wonderful opportunity where you can utilize this space and create your own extensions and have it listed here. And it could also be for a charge. If you are providing any value addition through an extension, you can also have a price associated to it, and customers will be able to purchase it from the Zoho marketplace. Now, these are the integrations that I wanted to showcase to you today. And I think this would be a right time for us to hand over the session to the payroll team, who will take you through the payroll application. Nanda, if you're available, can you please turn on your camera?
Is clear and you're able to see my screen?
Nanda, we are not able to hear you.
Let me have a check. Am I audible now?
You guys are able to hear Nanda?
Yeah, it seems.
Okay, great. So, Nanda, you can proceed.
Thank you, Rahul. Hi team. I assure you had a great session with Rahul and Pradeep. So from this session, we will be seeing how Zoho Books and Zoho Payroll have been integrated and what are the things which can be done. So let's see what other things can be done. So, okay, managing both payroll and accounting can be a time-consuming and tedious task for any business. However, with the integration of Zoho Books and Payroll, you can streamline your process and save time and effort. In this session, I will guide you through the steps to integrate Zoho Books with Zoho Payroll, and you can make most out of this powerful integration, I hope so. So let me share my Zoho Book screen with you now. Okay, this is how Zoho Books will appear. So at the left side, you're able to see Zoho Payroll, right? So once you click this option, you are able to see this option. So in this option, please click Access Payroll. So it will be automatically take you to the Zoho Payroll account. So here I have been already configured an organization, and so everything have been set up. So if you have any queries or things to set up or create any organization for your clients or partners, please reach out to our payroll support team. They can assist you further, or we will be providing more demos and training on those too. So at the moment, I will be showing what are the things can be integrated from Zoho Books with Zoho Payroll. So in settings, could you able to see a Zoho applications? So once you click Zoho application, you can able to see Zoho Books over there. So in the edit option, you can see what are the things can be integrated. So in Zoho Books, you might be adding multiple bank accounts over there. So all the bank accounts which you have been added in Zoho Books can be appeared over here. So by selecting the certain bank account so that you can pay your employees. Let's have an example. You are having around 30 employees in your organization where you are paying 20 employees with a certain salary bank account, and for the remaining 10 employees, you might be choosing some other salary account. Let's have you're having a helper in your organization. You will be paying the helpers in a different salary accounts, so you can switch the salary accounts and you can pay, which can be done. And apart from this, you can also post the journal entries from Zoho Payroll to Zoho Books. Either it can be in a draft stage or it can be in a directly published state. You can select those option over here and add on to that. You can record the salary payment in the banking module either as a group. For example, we will be paying the salary for your employees on Jan month. Either you can uh, club and post this salary as a single statement in the banking module, or you can split for each employees and you can make as things in the banking module. And apart from this, you can also post the journal in preference. It can be either the accrual basis or cash basis based on this. So let me see how it can be reflected. So let me create a parent for you now and see how the journal entries have been posted from Zoho Payroll to Zoho People. So I'm just running a parent for January month. So here I have been listed out all the employees. So this is the amount I'm going forward to pay for the employees. So so once I verified all the things for the payroll activity, I will be submitting and approve this. So while I'm submitting this, I will be getting an option like do I need to post the journal entries? So if I have been integrated Zoho Books with payroll, I can enable this option so that once I submit this, the the journal entries will be automatically posted to Zoho payroll. So it will be in this page. Once you made the payment to your employees, you can come here and back and you make the record payment over here. By a few simple clicks, you can completely process all the parent activities for your organization. Now I'm switching back to Zoho Books to show you how these things have been reflected over there. Okay. So in Zoho Books, you can see in the banking module, I have been choose HTC salary bank as an account where I'm looking forward to pay all my employees. So here are able to see, right? For all the employees, I have been choose the individual model. For each employees, the transaction have been captured in the banking cell. Like in the wage payment, it is showing each employees at the bottom. Employee for John and for Ken and for Penny, for all the employees, it will be listed out over here. So similarly, for the journal entries in the accountant tab, click on manual journal. So here you're able to see, right, for the Jan month, which I have been processed the payroll, it have been posted in a draft stage. Some organization need to look this journal entry from a different accountant. There might be having a CA person. So they will confirm this journal entries. Once they have been confirmed and they are provided the approval, you can publish here by clicking publish. So these things can be either directly published from Zoho Payroll or it can publish this in the draft stage after a check with the CA person or things, and you can again make this as the publish. So by doing this, what are the things you will which will be get benefited? Let me show you there. So okay, these are the main benefits by integrating Zoho Books and Payroll. So, okay, these are the top 5 benefits. Integrating Zoho Books and Payroll, you will be get benefited. The data will be automatically transferred from Zoho Books and Payroll, and the sync will be real time. Since we have been seen, I have been completed the parent, and all the data have been instantly posted to Zoho Books, and all the data will be accurate. Even for few employees, the tax calculation will be around some paisas. Even that calculation will be captured accurately and it will be posted in Zoho Books. And since Zoho Payroll is a tax compliant tool, you need not worry about either the PF and ESI and the tax calculation for each employees have been done accurately or not. So all the things which will be calculated exactly in Zoho Payroll, and this will be posted in Zoho Books. And by doing this, it will be reduce the time and cost of your organization. You need not, you doesn't need any employees to make recur and ask them to capture the amount which have been paid for the employees need to be incorporated in the account. It was not needed. By integrating these two platforms, all the data will be instantly fetched and posted to the between the two tools. Add on to this, in Zoho Books, we provide an other option where you can. Let me show you how it works. So, okay, in Zoho Books, in Zoho Payroll, all the salary which you are paying to the employee will be listed out in that selected chart of accounts. If you are looking forward to create a new chart of accounts in Zoho Books, it can be synced to Zoho Payroll, and you can associate with the certain things. So in Zoho Books, I have been created one chart of accounts under for the income tax deduction. So I'm looking forward to associate that tax deductions so with Zoho Payroll. So in Zoho Payroll, for taxes for income tax deduction, I have been created a one which is called income tax payable from payroll. So I'm just selecting this. So once I click save, whenever I have been processing the parent activity from Zoho Payroll, for the amount which you have looking forward to pay for the income tax department will be listed out in those selected set of accounts. So through this integration, I hope this will be very helpful for your clients and things to reduce all their works. And these are the things which can be integrated and can be done through Zoho Books and Payroll integration. If you had any queries or things regarding this integration, please make the questions in the question tab. Our team will be answering these questions. So I hope I have been. This is the introduction.
Nanda, you're able to hear me?
Yeah, Rahul, I'm able to hear you.
Great. So I think we have 5 more minutes left in the session, and there were a few questions. I mean, there are a lot of questions coming up with respect to payroll. I was just wondering if we can take a couple of questions live. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sure. It'll be fine.
Okay. So the first question is, right now in South Africa, I believe that payroll is not available. Or
yeah, I will let you know. At the moment, Zoho Payroll is available in India, UAE, and US. In US, at the moment, we have been providing around 12 to 14 states. Since it is in US, each states will have a different type of tax and compliance. Okay. So at the moment, we have been provided around 12 states. There are a few states which we are under working on, and we will be providing early access for them. If they have been reached out us, we will be providing early access for them.
Okay, great. And how TDS is calculated in the Zoho payroll? That is another question that we have received.
Okay, for this, let me show you a sheet. Which will provide a clear explanation for this.
Right. And for the attendees, this is a good opportunity. Nanda is taking questions live. So if you have any questions, keep posting them. The session will be active for the next 4 to 5 minutes. So we have some time. Any questions for that matter, not just payroll, any questions with respect to Zoho Books, Zoho Inventory, Zoho Payroll, please keep them coming. If not through this session, we will definitely reach back to you via email to answer all your questions.
Okay. So I hope you're able to see my screen.
Yes, Nanda, we are able to see your screen.
So, okay. In Zoho Payroll, we will be creating exclusively like a pay slips. We will be creating a sheet called TDS sheet. In the TDS sheet, we will be providing all the tax calculations listed out for an employee. So in order to generate this TDS sheet, the employee initially need to declare the IT declaration form. As we all know, we need to declare the IT when the financial year start. Around April or May, we will be declaring the IT declaration form. Based on the IT declaration form which we are submitting, the tax will be calculated for the consecutive months. So I have been taken an example for an employee. He have been choose the old regime. So Zia have been choose the old regime, and this is her basics. So here there are a few things, right? Here actual, projection, and total. actual is the amount which he or she have been paid from the financial start to the current month. This amount he have been received, and the projection is the amount she yet to be received. Since we are in a Jan month, this 80,000 rupees will be the amount she will be receiving in the upcoming months. From for February and March, this 80,000 will be the amount which she will be receiving, and the total is the sum of all those amount which she have been received and the projection. So likewise, her earning will be listed out. And apart from this, there are a few allowances. For old regime, there are a few allowances which is exempted. You might be aware HRA is one. And apart from this, if there for professional PF and if they have been chosen for NPS, all these things have been applicable for, under old regime. For the new regime, there are no such things. Only a limited allowance which have been provided by the government. So here we have been listed out. For Zia, the total gross earning will be around 11,078 rupees and 400 rupees, where the HRA which have been chosen at 72,000. For old regime, HRA is allowable. Even in Zoho payroll, we will be letting out how the HRA 72,000 have been calculated. So it will be listed out at the bottom, the last page, how the HRAs have been calculated. The HRA is calculated on a based on the three categories. One, if they have been living in the metro city or non-metro city. If they have been living in a metro city, their concession will be around 50% of their basics. And if they are living in the non-metro city, their concession will be around 40% of their basics. And apart from this, there will be a certain amount which in the salary structure we will be including as a HRA. And add on to the third part is if the amount they are paying as a rent is over 10% of basics, we will be considering based on the three things, whichever is the lowest will be considered for the HRA exemption. Here you are able to see, right? This employee might be declared she or she living in a metro city, so that her percentage will be calculated as a 50%. 20,000 have been listed out, and the HRA she is receiving is around 20,000. However, the amount which she is paying excess to the house rent will be around 6,000 rupees. So the least amount will be considered for the entire year. The amount will be calculated and it has been listed out 72,000. This 72,000 is the eligible amount which will be comes under the HRA exemption. Similarly, there are more like exemption if they have been declared in their IT declaration form. Some might be declaring their medical allowances. If they have been done any expenses for their parents or in the terms of medical, they can claim, and these things will be listed out over here. So based on the declaration they have been done, all these things will be deducted, and here are able to see, right? Overall total income will be calculated. The total income plus the deduction will be listed out, and it will be reduced, and this is the total income where he or she need to pay the taxes. So since he selected as an old regime, the tax calculation will be done like this. So for initial 2,50,000 rupees, there will be no tax. From 2,50,000 to 5 lakhs, like a 5% of tax will be applicable, which is 12,500 rupees. So from 5 lakhs to 10,000, sorry, 5 lakhs to 1 lakh, 10 lakh rupees, 20% of tax is applicable, which will becomes around 1 lakh rupees. And from 10 lakhs and above, it will becomes around 30% of thing tax. So which comes out. So this amount is calculated and sum. So this is the amount which he or she need to be paid as a income tax. Apart from this, there are a few things which will be added. If the income tax is above certain amount, such will be added. So and educational charges will be applicable. It will be added to this. So accumulating this is the amount which she need to be paid as an income tax. So this amount will be segregated into 12 months. So we will be deducting if the employee have been declared IT declaration at the starting of the financial year, we will be calculating based on this. So here you're able to see, right, the tax TDS for January is 19,218 rupees. This is how it can be calculated for 1,23,000 rupees. So far, we have been detected 65,991 rupees. The remaining amount will be split into three. The remaining amount 85,000 will be split into three, and for each month it will be deducted. So for the current month, we are deducting 19,218 rupees. For the upcoming months, we will be deducting 38,437 rupees. So this is how Zoho payroll will calculate the tax based on the IT declaration form and the proof of investment the employees have been submitted through.
Great. Thank you so much, Nanda, for taking us through how TDS is being calculated within Zoho Payroll. I think we've reached the end of the workshop. So thank you so much for all the audience members.
Rahul, one minute. I just want to give an update on the assessment and the certification part to the participants.
Please go ahead.
So the assessment link will be shared to the registered email address to all the partners. And you will be receiving an email within 1 or 2 business days. And after which we will keep the assessment link live for next 4 days. And most probably we will give you the certificates if you have cleared the examination. As the passing percentage of the assessment is 70 and above, you will have 30 MCQ based questions and 45 minutes of time to complete the assessment. And most probably we will issue the certificates before end of next week. So that is an update on assessment and certification. And this assessment will comprise of questions on Zoho Books, Zoho Inventory, and few sections of Zoho Payroll as well. And yes, over to you, Rahul.
All right. Thank you, Syed, for providing all that information. I saw a few questions about that as well in the questions tab. So now that, we have cleared, take this opportunity to thank all the partners who've been part of this training program. I think this is the second training program that we are conducting as a part of this series. And we've been receiving wonderful, participation from all of our partners. We are, going to be continuing this series for all the new partners, existing partners, and so on. So any new team members who are joining your team and would like to be trained, we want you to, proactively ask them to join this particular training program. I think this will become a monthly thing right now. And, if in case, again, I stress on the fact, while going through the application, if you have any questions, please do reach out to us without any hesitation, because like Syed had mentioned, you have the evaluation that will be happening in a couple of days. So please do reach out to us. And thank you for being interactive. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day. Bye-bye.